We've been hanging and banging, brother. Brother. We've been hanging and banging, brother. We've been hanging and banging, brother.
Woo! How obnoxious can we get that intro?
Let's go, baby.
We are 10 for 10 right there, baby.
10 for 10,
All
baby.
right.
10 for 10.
Let's turn that off. That we are the Gatekeepers. Welcome to the podcast. We are your hosts. My name is Dan, and
My name is Billy.
yes, sir, right there, right on the screen.
Right on
Dan
the screen,
and
right there.
Billy.
Right there. And there
That's
we go.
us. That's
There it
us.
is.
And if you want to find us, you can always find us at gatekeeperspodcast.com. We got a couple special announcements today, but in the meantime, while we introduce ourselves, we are a fencing podcast. Everything, tips, tools, tricks, everything along the way of building a nice fence. We got your back.
Get it, baby.
God, I love this thing so much.
So, how was your Christmas, brother? How was your Christmas?
Bro, it was pretty dope. It was pretty
Yeah.
dope. It was chill. I got to sleep in a lot, not work, not
Nice.
do anything, and that
Nice.
was the greatest Christmas gift to me ever.
Nice, man.
But on top of that, I also kind of might have gotten a new vehicle.
Oh, yeah? What'd you get?
Little scoot.
You get your little scoot.
Scoot.
Is it the one that you showed me?
Yeah.
It finally got in?
Yeah. No, it hasn't come in yet. We're still
Oh,
waiting.
No, okay. All right.
Yeah, cheapest scooter on Amazon.
Damn.
Just as a second form of transportation, and also just to kind of rock around with.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. As a
It's
fabricator,
a badass little, looking little scooter, man. And
dude, it's like an off-road 150cc.
yeah, bro. You're gonna be popping some wheelies.
Yeah, it's kind of dope, and I'm excited for it to come in. And the fabricator in me is like, let's have some fun.
Nice.
Let's have a lot of fun with
Nice.
this thing.
Nice.
Yeah, I just need a second form of transportation. Trucks are expensive.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. So just till I get one again. I should say again, because my last one was totaled.
I hear you.
Long story short. Yeah, man. So we got some new gear over here.
Man, look at my baby I got for
let's
for
talk about
Christmas.
your
Thank you, my
Christmas.
wife. I love you, baby. I know you're watching. I
Yeah.
can't see you. But if you are watching, guys, drop some comments below. Let us know that you're watching. Let us know that you're here.
Yeah.
We would love to see that you're here, so that way we can interact with you. If you're on Facebook, make sure you go to the StreamYard site and allow Facebook to show your comments, so that way it's not just a Facebook user. But yeah, man, I got the Rode podcast mic, which
just
is what
like
I've been-
mine.
Yeah, man, just like yours.
Yeah. I got
And
the purple cable.
you got the purple
And
cable. I
you
got the
just so
green.
happen to have
I got the green cable.
the green cable.
I got the green
Yeah.
cable, and then I got this nice fancy boom mic, and I love it.
That thing's pretty sweet.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I'm
man.
really jealous.
It's pretty sweet.
Because the thing that the people at home don't realize on why that's so cool is
We can all hear that.
you can hear every movement that I make, and if I go, you can hear it,
Yeah, man.
but on yours you can't.
Yeah, man. I love it. I love
You're
it.
fancy,
It's,
upper class over here.
And you know what's funny is, like, I got the living room and the kitchen all cleaned up from Christmas yesterday, because we went to my folks' house directly after, like, gifts and everything after the kids left. So there was a bunch of cleanup left to do, and like I was off today, of course. So I got it all cleaned up, and I
Mhm.
set this up on the coffee table, and the wife comes home and she was like, "Oh, you doing your podcast in the living room, eh?" I was like, "No,
No, I'm
I
just
didn't-
excited.
I'm just excited, and I wanted to see how it looked all set up." She was like, "Okay, okay."
Yeah, the inner child in you is just like, let me open my gifts and use them.
I definitely sat there at the couch with, like, it not hooked up, and I'm like, "What is going on?" Like,
Welcome to the show,
yeah,
everybody.
absolutely did. Absolutely did. I loved every minute of it. But no,
bet.
babe, thank you so much. Definitely love it. But today we're just kind of just see where it takes us. We're gonna talk
Yeah.
about a couple topics that we have wanted to touch on, but our delays have not let us hit those topics. And we're gonna kind of talk about Christmas, families,
Yeah, man.
all that jazz, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
and just going right into the Christmas families things. Like, what'd you do for your like Christmas? Did you
oh,
guys
bro, nothing. Like
nothing?
when I say nothing, I mean like we legitimately were like, it's been so stressful. All we want is just to sit back and do nothing for a day. Like with
Yeah.
the move, with all the rest of the stuff going on, my wife just recently getting in an accident, which again, as you saw from last podcast, we talked about that briefly, but she's okay. Everything's fine with it. Um, it's been a stressful ass time, and nothing sounds perfect.
Yeah.
And so
Word.
we both mutually agreed we're just gonna sit back, sleep in for the day. I haven't had a day where we're gonna sleep in for a long time.
Nice.
Then we got to open his little presents. Nothing major. He did get a little Harley chopper, little
Nice.
tricycle thing
Yeah.
from Harley's aunt,
Nice.
and now both of us ride a Harley.
Oh man, I wish
Oh,
you would
the
have had
joke
the
was-
boom for that one. That was good.
There we go.
That was good.
I forgot we had that.
That was good.
Yeah, that was a good one. Such a
Uh,
stupid joke,
But yeah,
okay.
man, we went to my mom's house, and since my mom got remarried, my pops has a much bigger side of the family. So we went to my mom's house to do just her kids' Christmas. And so my sister was out of town. So that just consisted of me, my wife, and my two kids. So we went and did their Christmas Saturday night. We had some Texas brisket chili that my wife made. It was amazing. It was freaking awesome.
Ooh.
And then we got home and let the kids open a present. And we played a couple board games. And then we sent the kids to bed. And I put together a new PC gaming chair for my kid.
Nice.
While she put together a kind of makeup chair, all around chair for Leilani. And we set all the presents out, and Silas was dead set on waking us up at 9 a.m. with a
First time
speaker.
he wants to wake up early.
With a speaker that he got from my mom. And I was like, bro, that's not happening. So we ended up waking up at 8. So he didn't do that. So they opened up the presents, and then they both went to their other families. And we just kind of chilled. I did my own thing for a couple hours. Wife went and took a nap, and then we went over to my mom's, and all the families came over, and
Nice.
we had some prime rib. That was pretty good. And yeah, man, we did our thing. And
Rock and rolling.
yeah, bro, here we are today. Here we are
today, hanging and banging.
We've been hanging and banging, brother.
We've been hanging and banging, brother.
Oh,
And purple blue piece.
and purple blue piece. Hey, babe, how are you? So one of the topics that we were supposed to cover over, I think one of the episodes, like 2 episodes ago, was gate fabrication.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into something that you know more than I know about. So let's do
That
that.
is-
Let's
Happens to be my bread and butter.
let's go ahead and do that, man.
Yeah, man.
So you know what? Just run us down, and we'll go from there, my boy.
I mean, so gate fabrication, I mean, generally when you're talking about gates, the way I do things personally, I'm going to go based off of that. I've seen a ton of different ways of doing it. What I have found, and you can vouch for this because you're the one kind of installing a lot of it after I make it, has been the easiest. What's that?
Hit that comment.
Oh, hey guys.
Yeah.
What up?
Hey.
Howdy. How you doing, Amanda?
All right, go ahead. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good. Hope you had a good Christmas. I'm very jealous of the mic stand and everything you got him. That's his wife, everybody.
Yeah.
She's the one who got that beautiful thing over there.
Yeah.
It's
Very
nice.
nice.
It's nice. I'm very jealous because mine sits on the table like a peasant.
Like a peasant.
like a peasant.
Oh man,
Um,
great.
No, jokes aside. So, you could vouch for me in terms of the gate fabrication, where we've been through the ups and downs and trials and tribulations of making it the best we can make it.
Yeah.
And the smoothest we can make it in terms of the installer side. Because one thing you have to factor in when you are making a gate frame, one, it has to be sturdy. It has to kind of stand the test of time. So whether that be coated or galvanized or whatever it may be, it has to have some sort of protection against the weather and environments and everything else. It has to hold the weight of pickets, 2x4s, everything else that you're putting on it, because you don't want that latch to sit here when you first install it and sit there later on. So there's a lot of things that go into it with making it durable, making it last, and also making it easy to install. Because if somebody is paying you to make something, um, you don't want that thing that you're making to take a ridiculous amount of time later on down the road.
Right.
Um,
Right.
and so what we have found out with our, testing, working, feedback, everything back and forth throughout the whole process is we have CNC plasma cut tabs that are 3.5 by 2.5 with rounded edges on one side. Excuse me.
Oh, look, there's your wife.
Oh, hey.
Look, you can.
Hey, look at that.
Hey.
What's up? She's on one of the podcasts now, officially. That's my wife, everybody. So we have the standard kind of rectangular frame, your two vertical supports. We do all of our gate spacing most of the time with a 7-inch reveal, and your rail spacing at 0.2754.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mine's going blank a little bit. So we have from the very top of the top rail, you go 3.5 inches down. That's where the start of your first rail on the gate frame goes, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You got your two verticals, your two horizontals, your first one being 3.5 inches down to accompany a 2x4. So the top of your gate frame is at 0 and fitting a 2x4 in there. You have the two tabs above that gate frame. Your second set of tabs would be midway in the rail, 27, the top of the tab being 27 inches down from the top of the top rail. And then at the very bottom, you would come an inch and a half. So my mind's going a little blank here.
Should be 54 plus
5
3.5, so 57.5.
Yeah. Well, if you have the top of the, I think at 54, I think it's 57.5, the total sizing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bottom rail that goes across it is 3.5 inches up from the bottom. So 3.5
Right.
inches down from the top, 3.5 inches down up from the bottom. Sorry, it's been a long time since I made a gate frame. It's been like 2 or 3 days. And that's
2 or 3 days.
My mind has gone blank. It's been Christmas. We've been chilling.
Oh man, that's good.
Hey, Chris Steele, what's up, man?
What's going on, Chris Steele?
Fence fam.
What's going
Yes,
on,
sir.
buddy?
Yes, sir. Chris is a longtime supporter. Also just of us in general. He's helped us out more times than I can imagine.
Yeah.
We mentioned him actually a couple times on the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's been a good guy.
Yeah,
Very
man.
good guy.
But so
Another local fence builder.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so we weld them all together just like so. The tabs, they each get 2 holes in each tab, so you can run a wood screw into each one. You have a 2x4 that goes across those, just like it is. So it basically lines up. Long story short, you have your rails on the actual fence that line up with the rails on the gate frame. So that way, when you look at it from stepping back, your rails all the way go seamlessly.
Yeah, and it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Especially whenever you can rack them to make a match from both sides.
We have racked the absolute living shit out of those things.
Yeah, man.
Um,
You make strong welds. I'll say that. What's going
Proper
on, Chance
penetration,
Roy?
man.
I see that. I see. Yes, sir.
Strong welds, man.
Yes, sir, man. So yeah, we have racked. I've gotten 3 inches out of yours. I've gotten 3 inches of racks
Yeah.
out of yours. That's pretty significant.
Yeah. We haven't tested it to the point of failure, but we've gotten at least 3 inches without any problems.
Yeah.
I'm actually very interested in racking the shit out of them one day
Yeah, man. Same
to
here.
see where it goes.
We're gonna have to get a bigger ratchet strap to actually break them, because
Or
we
just
get to the
one on each side.
we get to that point where we can't even pull the ratchet anymore.
Yeah. It's 3 inches because we can't physically
Yeah.
pull it with our bare hands.
Yeah.
No, but when I weld them, there's no need to go over the top in terms of speed, efficiency, and proper penetration. Just MIG welding them is fine. There's no need to go with TIG or anything. I know it does have better penetration, generally speaking. Damn, it looks sexy. It's way more time spent on it.
Yeah.
One day we had a long running joke, Billy and I, that we're going to build a fully stainless steel and TIG weld it and polish it to where it's like chrome mirror finish on the gate frame just one time.
We're gonna hang that at my house.
Yeah. We're gonna make one of those just for the internet to hate us.
Yeah.
They're like, how's my gate frame welding?
Speaking of, I need a gate frame for my front yard.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna be making that. I'm gonna be making that this week before we go back to hustling and bustling.
Nice.
But just standard MIG welding is perfectly fine. When you're doing, I make them out of 1.5 inch galvanized tubing, galvanized square tubing, I should say, 16 gauge. That gives enough play to where it's got enough rigidity. It's strong enough to hold 3 2x4s and the pickets even on 6-foot frames without any extra bracing or support or anything like that. But it also is malleable enough that you can rack them.
Yeah.
Without breaking it or anything, because it is not too thick. Which then you get into the cost effectiveness and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Realistically, for the 4-foot and 5-foot, you only need 2 welds per side. I do the inner and the outer. I don't do the top and the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Because one, it's overkill. You're wasting gas, like you're shielding gas. You're wasting your filler material. You're wasting your time on welding it, and it also seals it off.
Right.
So if for any reason anything got inside of there, let's say water or whatever from rain, if it's not perfectly watertight on that weld on the top, well, water is going to get in there. And if your weld on the bottom is perfectly watertight, water can't get out. That causes more rust later on down the road. So if you leave the top and the bottom open, it gives a perfect entry and exit point for any material or water or whatever. And it allows it to be racked more, because if you don't weld those, you're perfectly fine. And trust me, we have tested these things to God's end, and
I've racked a couple of gates a good amount, and with no issues whatsoever.
Yeah, we've racked them till we can't physically rack them anymore, and they haven't had any issues. Those welds are way more than enough to hold pickets and some 2x4s.
And when racking them, we just use the regular 3-inch yellow straps from Lowe's or Home Depot.
Yeah, your standard ratchet strap, just one in the bottom corner, one in the top corner, or vice versa, whichever way it needs to be racked, and just ratchet it up until it gets slightly past the point you want. Yeah. Let it sit, let it off, adjust accordingly.
Times.
Yeah.
Like it normally takes about 3 times of doing it, and then
because you want it to hold its shape, it needs to form and conform.
And then once you get it to where it goes, you start putting pickets on it, and then it just holds its shape after that.
Yeah,
like after the wood's nailed to it.
Yeah.
But we haven't had any problems like at all, like with any welds breaking or anything like that, and
not cracking in.
I've been back to previous jobs, and they're still racked and they're still matching up. They haven't bent back to where They were.
So that's
So
good to hear.
you know,
That's actually my first time hearing that.
yeah, man.
I mean, I haven't had any complaints from anybody, but
Nah, man.
you know,
No, man, we've gotten pretty damn good at racking them. I gotta say
Yeah.
that much. But let's go ahead and drop our social medias real quick. I'm gonna get I'm gonna grab a beer.
Yeah. So while he's doing that, if you do want to follow us, find us anywhere, you can go to there it is, gatekeeperpodcast.com. You can find us really anywhere. We've got YouTube, we've got Twitter or X or whatever it's called.
X.
I think we made one of those.
X.
Yeah, X. We made one of those
This is
things.
our first live video.
Oh yeah. We did do our first live video on that. Because apparently YouTube has 24-hour waiting period before you can go live. We didn't know that, and we
it
just
was on X first time.
Yeah. But you can find our Facebook, our Instagram, all the rest of the jazz at gatekeeperpodcast.com.
And we were saving something special for you guys this week.
Yeah, I think we might as well just announce it.
You might as well just announce it.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and just get straight to it.
So, I guess backstory on this: the T-shirt I am wearing right now, this Degenerate right here. This was actually one of my first business endeavors of working for myself, and I used to run a clothing company, and it was called Say Less Clothing Co. So we did our own print, design, everything all in house by me, and segue into everything. We are now launching our Gatekeeper Podcast merchandise store. So I figured it would be only a fitting thing to wear my very first shirt made. Well, one of the very first shirts, not the very first one, because that doesn't fit me anymore.
And these shirts are
I've
super
grown.
comfortable, guys, and they're super comfortable, super affordable,
super soft.
Yeah, I love wearing them.
I only, with making shirts, one of my biggest things is, would I wear it? Is it comfortable? Can I work in it? Can I sleep in it? Can it be around the house? Can it be out in the field? Work shirt at the same time with both of those. And we have kind of sourced all of our shirts to make sure that they are the most comfortable, the most soft, everything when it comes to it. So we will be dropping our merch store for the Gatekeepers podcast. We will be starting with 3 T-shirts to start with. And the store will go live on the 1st of the year to join off and
yes, sir.
Boom off the new year. So if you do want to find us, you can go to gatekeeperpodcast.com. And we'll have a merch store link on there as of the 1st. And we'll probably post on all of our, not probably, we will post on all of our social channels and everything, letting everybody know, hey, things go live. And we will see you next episode on the 2nd after the show, after the store goes live. So if you want to order one before that episode releases, go on there, check it out.
Get you one of the first runs.
Yeah, get you one of the first ones. We might actually
get you one of the first runs. Why can't we just put like a,
let's do a limited one,
like a first 10 or something?
Yeah,
like put it on like the sleeve. Like
we'll do. Actually, matter of fact, we'll do that. We'll do our the basic logo shirt.
Yeah.
The basic logo shirt. We'll actually do the very first 10 of them. With 1 of 10.
1 of 10. Yeah. And if you guys see us walking around Fence Tech with them, feel free.
Yeah. Also,
feel free. If you guys see us walking around with the Gatekeeper shirts like on the back, feel free to stop us, because we will have some merch for you guys. We'll have some. We're
gonna be getting some stickers,
koozies.
Yeah. So if you see us at Fence Tech, also I completely forgot about that announcement. Man, we have a lot of announcements today.
Yeah, man.
If you see us at Fence Tech, if you spot us, be like, "Yo, Dan and Billy, let me get that free swag." We'll get you free sticker. We're gonna come out there with a couple koozies. First come, first serve for those things, obviously. But the stickers, we'll have a big old bundle of them, and we'll make sure we get you guys hooked up.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. And if you're not registered for Fence Tech, go ahead and get yourself registered. It's $30 at the door if you just want to go to the events. January 22nd to 26th, be there or be squared. Nashville, Tennessee, baby. Oh man, I can't wait, bro. I freaking love Nashville. I freaking love Nashville. I'm excited. You know, like I'm excited to like see the media booth and meet some of the other podcast guys. And you know what? Maybe we get a chance to get on the media booth and have a podcast for FinSec.
Shit, dog.
That'd be cool.
That'd be
shit,
pretty
huh?
dope. If
That'd be cool
not, I
shit.
mean, we at least will be doing some stuff from the Airbnb bare minimum.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the bare like in the Airbnb
Bare
that
minimum.
we found are
The Airbnb,
bro.
It's
They're
gonna be
pretty
dope.
sick, my boy.
It's gonna be dope, and we will bare minimum be doing some little live sessions from Airbnb, probably every night,
Absolutely,
at least for a couple minutes.
Yeah, man, we'll probably do one full podcast and then just do a couple snippets here and there throughout the day.
Snippets on Facebook or something, just
something like that. Like maybe when we're walking the floor or something. But you know, I mean, like I said, January 22nd to 26th, Nashville, Tennessee, be there or be square, baby. So getting back to this gate fabrication stuff, Dan, let's talk about some cantilever gates, my boy. I've been
cranking them things out.
You've been a cantilever welding fool here recently, dude. So
I do say so myself. Yeah, I've cranked out a lot of them lately. I decided to go with a little bit of a different route. Excuse me. So we have the standard round pipe on the top and the bottom to fit in the rollers, and round tubing for the ends as well, for the catch post and everything else to catch the latch. But other than that, it's pretty much been, all square tubing, because we have a bunch of it, and square tubing obviously is a lot easier to conform to round tubing when it comes to notching for pipes and everything. Because when you're notching round tubing to round tubing, there's a lot of math and everything that goes.
That's a question for you there, sir.
All right. What's a good time frame to fab and stretch a cantilever gate?
One day.
I generally allow 2 days.
Well, you've also been working on 30 footers as well.
Yeah, I've also been working on 30-foot gates, and I allow 2 days of time. When it comes to ordering, and if somebody is ordering it from you, I allow at least 2 days work time as long as your schedule allows it. So if I have a time frame where, let's say Thursday, I'm free and I'm going to start it on Thursday, I'm going to tell that client that it's not going to be ready till the end of the day, Friday, end of the workday, because that allows me personally, because I build these all 100% by myself, where start to finish, getting everything, as long as I have the material in stock, it doesn't take me 2 full work days, but something could go wrong. I could have a hole saw that I'm using for the pipe notcher basically go to shit on me, and I need to go run to the store, or I need to go run here or go run there for new welding gas, because with using we generally do everything with galvanized steel, which is hella toxic if you don't have proper respirators and everything else. So make sure you are protecting your lungs, because you only have one set of them.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But if I need to go run to the store for some 75-25 argon CO2 gas, like we had that just the other day when I was doing one of them, halfway through it, I ran out of welding gas, like shielding gas. I had to run to the store, go pick up some more. If that comes up, if I need to pick up more welding wire, if I need to pick up whatever, I need to allow myself proper time in between each one to make sure that I'm not kind of overbooking myself.
I'm pretty sure it's a
so generally speaking, when it comes to pricing, a lot of it is going to depend on you, your area, your expertise, your market, your clientele. I can't give you a set thing of like, oh, I price this or I price that, because talking pricing is a whole different ball game. That generally I'm not going to get into. It really depends on your skill set, how quickly you can build something, as well as how cheap you can get your materials. So if you're buying your metal or whatever from general, you know, steel companies or something like that, it's going to be different from buying it directly from somebody you have a connection to, you have a tie to, or
Canon
buying it in
has
bulk because we buy,
Canon
you know,
has
a
options
bunk.
for bulks. I
Yeah.
mean, but
Yep.
no, I'm pretty sure the deal is you guys set a certain amount per footage of the gate,
Yeah.
and that's how much
Yeah.
you
And generally, I
charge.
factor in, you know, this size takes me 1 day, from this size to this size takes me 2 days and X amount of material. And you factor all of that in. And so I generally would go 16 feet and below is one price, 16 feet to 30 feet is one price, and then 30 feet and above is a custom job from there on out. We also got pipe notcher from Elite Metal Tools, game changer. Dude, pipe notchers,
Oh man, you need a pipe notcher.
any pipe
well.
notcher, like even just a little Harbor Freight $50 pipe notcher, any pipe notcher will change the game from using a grinder to just sit there, bevel out, bevel out, bevel out until you get it right up to that point. What's up, Corey? And great show, guys. Curious if you ever got anyone to run into himself with a skit. Well,
What the hell?
we'll move on there.
We'll move on there.
Where'd
Where'd that come from?
No idea. But no, when it comes to the cantilever gates, we have been doing square tubing. Strength, cost, ease of making, the time of making them has changed significantly based with everything. And it's been definitely a learning experience, and we've found out that, you know, those square tubing are very, very easy to notch compared to the round, because square have 90-degree angles on each side.
Hey man, you've been
notching a pipe on round tubing, if it's slightly off, bro,
Yeah.
you're sitting there with a grinder way longer than you would like, just to make sure that it's like just right. Because if they're like this or they're like this, it's a whole different ball game.
right.
And when
right.
you use square tubing, you know exactly what side you're on, and you know 100% that you are on the same plane when you are drilling into that.
Yeah, man. And you've been doing dude, your last couple cantilevers have been
They've been pretty rad.
they've been rad.
Except for
dude.
I did accidentally put the post for the
Actually, I don't think you did. I don't think you did. I've been looking.
You've been looking?
I've been looking, and
Okay.
I think they were good.
Okay.
I think they were good.
I thought I might have put so there's little arms that extend
The barb
up
arms.
for the barbed wire, the barb arms that extend up. I thought I had put them on the wrong side. And it was the first one I made with barb arms. So I had saw one picture and saw that they were on the opposite side of the fabric, and
It worked. It worked.
it worked.
It worked flawlessly.
So, but I wasn't sure which side they actually go on.
No, he just scroll down. Yeah. Yeah, that one. No, the roller frame is built out of round tubing, and the bracing is built out of square tubing.
Yeah, so just the inside bracing would be square tubing.
But yeah, I mean, they look good.
Yeah,
They look good,
thank you,
and
thank you.
and
They definitely look different, and I like that.
well, like not just that, but it takes a little bit of the weight out of it.
It does. It does. And the other thing too, like, we have picked those up with the Bobcat, and the way we picked it up was just basically flat and had a mounting point to position it where we're picking it up from the center. And they really didn't move. Like, they were pretty damn solid,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
all
they were.
honesty. And compared to taking, these are 30-foot gates, and I took the 24-foot pipe that we had and added an extra 6 feet on it. welded that and grinded it down to where it's flush, and it's now a 30-foot pipe instead of a 24-foot pipe for the top and bottom rails that'll sit on those rollers. Just the rollers alone, when they were 24-foot coming off of the truck, those things, they were like spaghetti noodles.
Yeah.
When you pick them up with a Bobcat and you're picking up 24-foot pipe,
Yeah.
it was just, and these are Schedule 40. They
Yeah.
were
Absolutely. They were still
blowing
blowing all over
I
the place,
was
weren't they?
really worried about how they were going to look after we set them down. Luckily, I was able to get them straight when it came to welding it and tying it and ratcheting everything like kind of back to straight, because when we took them off the truck, they got bent. And then when we put them back on the truck as gate frames, they were sturdy again. So having all that structural, rigidity back into it, it definitely worked. It was pretty damn strong at the end of the day.
Yeah. And definitely was a sketchy ride out to the job site. Good Lord. Oh man, but hey man, we got it out there.
Process.
All right, go ahead.
So the process of getting it straight. So when I am welding them and everything, so first of all, we really can only get them in 24-foot for the 2.5 inch round tubing. We can only get them in 24-foot max right now. So we cut another 6 foot off of a third pipe, 2 6-foot panels, I guess, off of a third pipe, weld that to it, and grind it down. So it's one 30-foot pipe, another 30-foot pipe for your top and bottom. Now, with getting them straight, I like to use just anything flat. Our shop floor is pretty damn flat.
That's pretty damn level, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we don't have a 30-foot table to go across, and putting it up on sawhorses or anything
VV?
else, it can bend down. We talking about gate frames, baby. We talking about gate frames. But when it comes to straightening them out, get them on the straightest side to where it's either bananaed in or up or down, I should say. And put both the top and the bottom. I like to counteract them. So if one is bending up, the other one is bending down. Start with the middle bracing, the outside bracing, kind of work your way back in, and pull it. I use a ratchet strap. It's simple, it's easy, it's quick. Bend them back, weld them down, and they basically will hold their hold their straight from there on out.
Yeah, man, and they were straight as an arrow whenever we hung them last week.
One finger roll them in, one finger roll them out.
We had Corey's boy like Cole out there, and he pulled it shut with just one hand.
Yeah, and he's 12.
Yeah, he's 12.
Yeah.
So I mean, even with the 30-footers, you can get them straight.
It's not too difficult. Metal is a very, very, very forgiving substance to work with, and I love working with it for that simple factor. You give some heat to it, and you just got to know how to control the give and take.
Yeah, man. And you've been doing a smash up job on these cantilevers lately.
Thank you.
The like I said, the past two, like you've been able to shut them with just standing there like at a close and just going like this, and the whole thing shuts 30 foot. So
yeah, our shop one is 24 foot.
24 foot.
Like a pinky, you can just
yeah, man.
Smooth as butter.
But so I see we got a couple different people here. Corey, Cannon, what's going on, y'all? Victor, VV, what's going on, baby?
What it do, boy?
I see we got the true fence king watching. VV, I'd love to
hey man, I heard a lot of people going to be challenging you at these fence games.
Oh, bro, so did I.
What's up with the VV?
I saw all the comments like, oh man, let's get that. It's already been dug and repacked dirt, and I was like, oh man, VV got them.
I heard some stories about VV. That man's a beast.
Oh, dude, he is a beast. He's a total beast.
He puts his money where his mouth is too. I see it.
Absolutely,
on all the posts. Like
absolutely does, man.
Every single time, I'm like, damn. I hit that man up the other day about like, yo, how do you weld these things in that short of a time? Like, what are you doing to make this that quick?
Oh,
Yeah, look at that.
yeah, look at
He's
that. There
laughing
he
at
is
my ass
laughing.
right now. I was like, bro, what are you doing to make this so quick? Because like,
what did he say?
well, the whole squad's just on point. Like, end of the story. That's the best explanation I can give you right there. Is that everybody's on the same page. And generally, I'm, up here in the shop while y'all guys are doing the installs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a whole shop of people, but he did send me some setups that he's using for like some pictures of what he's using to actually weld them. I like that, dude. That table,
He said, "Table, boys."
table, boys. Yeah, that table is
Dan
yo,
does need a table. He needs one badly.
Victor. Your table is pretty dope, and I like how it could pivot from here to all the way to here, and it's damn near like
It's got almost like a
180
table.
degrees. Yeah,
Nice.
you rotate that thing like a chicken.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
And after that, boy, all you got left is to cook.
Heck yeah, man.
That's it, man.
Heck yeah, man. So, do you want to get into some aluminum stuff?
Aluminum for welding, or
Yeah.
oh hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take 2 seconds, and then we'll get into that. I'm gonna let you hold the show real quick.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, if you would give us a follow, give us a like. I'm going to reach across the computer screen, drop everything for that. Hold on just a second. Everything is going to be under our social media right here, right there. Y'all go ahead and give us a follow, give us a like. If you are watching live, go ahead and drop us a comment. Tell us where you're from. If you're a new follower, new watcher, we love everybody to support this podcast because it does come out of our wallet personally. It's a like great time, and we love doing this. But at the same time, we would love all of the like support that we can get. Also, like we said just a minute ago, we are dropping our new merch line. We will have 4 shirts available. We will have a couple different like sticker choices, and I think we'll have a koozie as well. And if there's anything else that you guys would like, drop it in the comments below. Give us some ideas. You guys want Yeti? You want a tumbler? Sweatshirts, beanies? Just give us
For the merch store?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Just throw us some
Yeah,
ideas
anything you can
and
think of, man.
yeah, man, just drop them in the comments below and we'll see how we can get to them, and they'll be on the merch store. And like I said, it's both affordable and it is good quality stuff. I personally love the shirts that we get out of there. And yeah,
Louisiana.
I said, drop where you're from. Check in, baby.
Hey,
There
Louisiana.
we go. Louisiana strong, baby.
Yes, sir.
Go Saints.
Woo.
Who dat, baby? All right. So, like we said, we're gonna get into like a little bit of aluminum because that's a little bit of a different process.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to get a quick restroom break.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And you gotta pay the water bill real quick.
Had to pay the water bill. Yes, sir. So aluminum is a little bit different. A little bit different setup too. So when it comes to aluminum, generally you have two ways of welding aluminum. You, from what I've seen, I think there is stick aluminum, but I don't really know too much about it, or if it truly exists, or if it's good or anything. I've never looked into it at all. I think it's wild. But you have either spool gun, MIG welding, or TIG welding. You need a TIG welder that is, able to accompany aluminum. And I really have dabbled in aluminum welding. I haven't actually made any gate frames personally out of aluminum. I've only welded random shit. Like I did this random trailer for not like a real boat.
Like this, a real boat. Is it a fake boat?
No, it was like this, like I don't know, dude. This dude had this like 10-foot sailboat thing with, it was like 2 little kayaks and a sail on it. It was the
So
weirdest.
then it was a catamaran.
Yeah, that's it. Like a catamaran, but like a single person.
And it had a net in between them.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so
I don't know anything about boats.
That's called a catamaran.
Yeah. So a catamaran. He had this like single person catamaran like thing, but it was like 8 foot long, 10 foot long at
Yeah.
the most. It was
Yeah.
tiny. And he had this a little aluminum trailer with this 2-inch aluminum square tubing that extended like 14 feet, just a single bar to the trailer hitch. And it was bouncing all over. This is how he bought this trailer. And it was just not prepared to do
Homemade
this.
trailer central.
Yeah. This thing was terrible, man. And this is how he bought it. And he came into the shop and I had welded up bracing, and I did 2 more 2-inch aluminum square tubing that ran the whole thing, and then some diagonals to support it and brace it. That was probably my biggest aluminum job that I've done. I've done a couple little pedestal mount tubes for railings, like side railings that go down a walkway with holes drilled in them for tension wire to go through them. That's really all my aluminum welding experience, like big projects, if you will, has been. And the reason I've kind of stayed away from it when it comes to gate frames, aluminum really is it's a double-edged sword. It's very lightweight, which is great for a gate. You want to have lightweight gates. But aluminum, it really can't be racked. And it's a very soft metal. So when it comes to adding your 2x4s for your rails on there, adding pickets, adding everything else, that's a lot of weight on something that's very soft. It's not going to stay as sturdy as a steel frame, whether it be mild steel or galvanized steel, whatever it is. It's not going to be nearly as strong in the long term. You can throw some self-tappers through that thing like nothing. It's great in that.
I mean, at that point, you can almost shoot a nail through it.
You could shoot a nail through it easily. I have no doubt in my mind that if you took a nailer that we use for putting rails to posts, it'd shoot right through it.
Yeah.
I have no doubt in my mind. It's such a soft material, but that's the problem with it. Is then when you put screws in, they can strip that threading super quick. When you put a lot of weight on it, it can bow and bend real quick. It's super light, and yeah, you can tap it and open the whole gate, but how long is it going to last? You can't really rack it. Here we have a lot of grade changes in Florida. We get a lot of rain, we get a lot of weather. So when it comes to most of the houses we deal with, pretty much every gate needs to be racked, if not be custom built to an extreme grade change, with some of them even. And I don't see a point in making most of them out of aluminum. So I haven't really dealt with making aluminum gate frames because of that reason. But if you're on a pretty much flat area that's dry, where those pickets aren't going to be wet and soaking up a bunch of rain or anything like that, they'd be great. I've seen a couple aluminum gate frames and they look sick.
They're nice. They're nice. They're just too light in my liking. Like you said, I would much rather have the steel frame.
Yeah.
But not just that, like, you know, I mean, you can rack the shit out the like steel frame ones and not even have to worry about it. And that was a tip from old VV down there, who's maybe still watching.
Yeah, he wants a breathable long sleeve shirt.
Long sleeve,
Hoodie shirts.
shirt. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah.
We could work on something like that.
We'll work on something like that. Like it'll be in the merch store.
Yeah, we'll work on something for you, VV. We'll send you over one.
Yeah. But hey, we're also looking for people who want to be a part of the show. Like get interviewed.
Yeah.
We're mainly looking for owner operators. I mean, if you do own a multi-million-dollar fence company and you got some ideas, I'll definitely want to pick your brain. But we're really looking for the owner operator types, like who are out there in the field every single day installing fence. And like if you guys
Yeah.
are
Just
looking for
mainly
it,
like the people on the front line, if you will.
yeah,
The people that can, whether it be somebody from your shop that's a fabricator, whether it be somebody that's from your shop that's an installer, or if you're installing, or if you're fabricating yourself.
as long as they
Um,
got the itch.
Yeah.
Like if they have the itch, send them to us.
Yeah.
I would love
or
to
send them to a doctor, because if they got the itch, they might want to get some cream for that. But
oh yeah, get some cream for that.
Just
But
saying.
no, seriously. I mean, like if one of your installers has like the fence life
Yeah,
mantra,
if they're about it,
like
send them on over.
send them on over. We would love to like talk to them and also promote your company, promote our podcast, and talk about like the installation life with another installer at this point. You go ahead and just send us everything to like right here.
Gatekeeperpodcast.com. You can find us on
Gatekeeperpodcast.com has got all of our socials on it.
any of our socials. Just shoot us a message, shoot us a comment. Hey, DM'd you. We got this guy that's he's what you need on the show. We'll talk with you about it and everything, and we'll hopefully get it, whoever it is, on the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Anything that you can provide to the community, something that you think you have to share that not a lot of people are doing, that works for you, that works maybe better for you than you've seen with anything else. If you've got any tips, I mean, you could just leave them in the comments, and we'll talk about them in the next episode or another episode future, depending on the topic it's about or whatever it may be.
Absolutely. But hey, just again, guys, we're going to be at Fence Tech January 22nd to 26th, Nashville, Tennessee. If you guys see us walking around with the Gatekeepers podcast shirts, feel free to flag us down, talk to us, ask questions, get some merchandise. We'll have a whole bunch of stickers to hand out.
Yeah.
We'll have like 20, 30 shirts to give away, but that's first come, first serve, and that's it after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be out there hanging and banging, brother.
We'll be out there hanging and banging,
brother. We've been hanging and banging, brother.
This little machine here. Brother. This little machine here that we got.
Here, let's get the camera down.
Yeah, that is the Roadcaster 2. This is where all of our shenanigans come from. Yeah. So if you guys are out there at Fence Tech, holla at us. We'll make it worth your while. Well, that sounded sleazy. That sounded sleazy.
Sound like you were like promoting like an escort service, man. I have no part of that. All right, no part of that.
No escort services or anything like that. But we will definitely throw you some merch, whether it be a sticker or something else. We got you back. If you stop us and you say, "Yo, who's hanging and banging, brother?"
We've been hanging and banging, brother.
We've been hanging and banging, brother, and you will definitely get a special gift.
Hell yeah. But with that, Dan,
hey man,
take us out, baby.
We gonna take you out. We're gonna take our fences. We're gonna build them strong. We're gonna build them straight, and we're gonna build them sturdy.